Hello, DW Randomizer, and welcome to this early Saturday match between ArchfieldMonk coming in at a 4-0 record versus the theseawolf1 at 0-2, but looking to get onto that W column. Both of them in the Druin group here. Looks like we're going to have a spicy start here with some Hurtmore. Alongside me in the commentator's booth is Malchior. How are you doing today, Malchior?
Doing pretty good, DK. I'm already hearing calls for reroll in the chat. They don't want to see a Hurtmore C between two veterans. They want to see them struggle.
Yeah, you can always hope for a couple Red Dragon Spike Tiles and a lot of non-Hurtmoreable enemies in the overworld, but we should see them get off to a pretty quick start here, starting with Stop Spell outside and Hurtmore. So that's going to offset that low shrink start that they got. They only got that one cast, though, so they're going to have to make it work.
Yeah, all we gotta see is like less than 70 strength until we get to level 16, and same with HP and MP, and we're still being for a good race.
Absolutely. I always mark down a little guess at what go level is going to be. So I think I'm feeling 18 today. I think we're going to have to go to level 18.
I'll go one under that. I'll say the game gives you Hurtmore, but you have to work for it a bit. I'll say 17.
Alright, so we should be getting started momentarily, and we'll find out what items they'll get in the throne room along with that key to get them started in addition to that Hurtmore. So hold on to your seat, and we'll see a lot of levels here shortly, I'm sure.
Indeed. So can you give us some of the history? I know these are two veteran DWR players. I'm brand new to the scene, so what can you tell me about Archfield and Seawolf?
Both of them, yeah, definitely veterans. They've been around for quite a while. Both very good runners. Seawolf 0-2 is kind of surprising, though. With this kind of game, RNG goes a long way. I know he's had a couple rough finishes overall, but Archfield's tearing up the competition so far. Came in as the 9 seed overall and is 4-0 right now, so looking to pretty much lock himself into play.
Oh, we got some starting gold in the throne room and wings. Oh baby.
Well, instant keys now. They'll use those wings, get out of the throne room here, and most likely come right back in and key up, and we might get a check on the treasury momentarily.
I tried exactly what Seawolf did my first time. I'm like, I'm outside and I'm in the castle. Certainly this puts me outside, right? Nope.
Yeah, it's a little tricky for sure. I've done the same thing when I was newer as well, before I figured out it was return, not outside you needed. But yep, both of them running around back real fast. We're going to get a key check. We'll see if any of them opt to go downstairs first versus the treasury, but we should get both of those checks momentarily.
Oh, we're starting in a swamp. I didn't see if it was a big swamp when we were outside. I just see the layer right now. Yeah, I don't mind going ahead and seeing what's in basement. Then you can quickly zone out if you need to.
Yeah, luckily for the runners, they have a path
Staff
on the outside, but we got the Staff of Rain dude in the basement.
Oh yeah, that we're next to a swamp, but it's really not going to do any damage to us. And let's learn what our starting zone. Archfield is not going to look at the treasury yet. He wants to go ahead, maybe Hurtmore something, and then he'll use his Death Wart to refill an MP, and then he'll probably take a look at the treasury from there.
Yeah, kind of pushing out, looking for one of these nice Hurtmoreable enemies. Going to pick Alpha Poltergeist, get a quick 15, get level 2, be just shy of level 3.
And Seawolf had to go ahead and take a stop to the old man to refill his MP because he tried to cast outside from the throne room. But he's going to give us first look at treasury. There's a great dragon back to the castle. Oh, Silver Harp in the treasury, so we could go ahead and do that turn in.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he might be going ahead and getting that out of the way and just being done with it. So, yeah, Harp, the only real key item of note here, they got their key back, but other than that, a Curse Belt and an Herb, I believe, on the top left.
Well, the Curse Belt tells us that at least one of our search locations is guaranteed to have something.
It was a second key, actually, so 2 keys, Curse Belt, exactly. So we know one of the 3 items in our search spots are in play right now. Looks like Archfield's also going to go ahead and complete getting that Harp to Staff conversion done, and neither runner will have to come back here again.
Yes, I like this idea of getting it out of the way, not having to think about it. There is an option where you could have taken the Harp out of here and played it multiple times, probably getting good Hurtmore enemies without having to explore a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's definitely an option, and if they were like buried in swamp, I could see that being an item here. Oh, we see a cave up on Seawolf's side, so just off screen to the northeast. But yeah, with Hurtmore, you're pretty much guaranteed to get out here and get some quick experience regardless of that harp. So I think both runners feel pretty confident they'll be able to go up in level pretty quickly.
I don't think Archfield saw the cave yet. He's sticking on the left side, so Seawolf might get a little exploration advantage, and the green dragons with the back attacks are relentless.
Yeah, at this early stage with low agility, we're definitely not going to get primary attack on these guys. They have a lot of agility. We see the jerk cave, so we know where our other exchanges as well.
I think Seawolf's just looking to take a quick death, knowing that his Hurtmore MP is out. Yep.
Yeah, and that level 2 level up that he got along with Archfield gives them up to 3 Hurtmores now, because they are up to 15, so a little more wiggle room on what they're taking on.
I'd definitely be... Drakima's alright. I'm definitely looking for, like, Skeleton or Wraith, something where hopefully you still don't get back attack, but you can get a number of levels off of it.
Exactly, and with this Drakima, he's going to get 2 levels.
19! 19, 13, 6, 2, heal, sleep, radiant heal. What on earth?
So we've at level 4, we've got pretty much all of the spells at this point. I think we're shy 2 at this point. But yeah, he got a double level up, and he's going to get another big level up off that Magic Wyvern. Fantastic Hurtmore enemy.
I think we're just missing, like, stop, or return, repel, hurt is all we're missing. Oh, really, you just want repel and return, and you're good.
And Seawolf's also going to get him a double up. I think I saw him take down a wolf. So he's getting all those spells, all that leveling here. We'll see if he can pull off anything. Ooh, Magic Wyverns with Hurtmore.
They're like, you get early Hurtmore? We can challenge you on that.
Seawolf did get first action on this green dragon, but the Hurtmore not enough to take it out, and he's going to go take his free trip back to the Tangible Inn.
Yeah, 58. Unfortunately, rolling a little low for the damage on that Hurtmore.
So Archfield does head northeast a little bit, sees his jerk cave, so now they both know where they need to go eventually once we get 3 key items.
Wow, this is a large desert. Okay, here we are. We're at the far eastern side of the map. Armored Knight's gonna take 2 Hurtmore, so only if he rolled... Oh, he resisted!
He gets bamboozled with the 1 in 16 Hurtmore resist, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. That 43 would have taken him out in one shot regardless.
Yep. So we gave them easy resources, but we did not give them easy zones.
Seawolf finding a Rogue Scorpion here, a fantastic enemy. Going to get a quick 70 experience here, get his level 5, and be well on his way to level 6. Ooh, Archfield runs into another Armored Knight. Slight chance of getting it, has to roll low, but this one does not roll low. He's going to get sent packing again.
Yeah, I think just... I mean, if you could survive 1 hit and double Hurtmore, Armored Knight would be a great XP bump, but I think you're going to need a little more HP for that.
Yeah, we saw Seawolf up here. He likes that zone where that green dragon, that Rogue Scorpion's at. He's just looking for some levels, as we saw him just pick up level 6 with some more nominal stats here. While Archfield is pressing that exploration.
Archfield's just looking for something that he can hurt more. He's taking 2 deaths now to the Armored Knights. Wolf feels a lot better. There's an additional 40 experience. Probably just going to grind this out to level 6.
Absolutely. So yeah, we got Archfield's going to pick up his level 6 here, get his little bump in stats here, while Seawolf is looking to continue to take things out and is definitely on the grind.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of trade-off here. It's like, I could go explore, but if I can continue to just kill things that are worth triple-digit XP, why not just keep Hurtmoring the entire world until, like, I get a massive agility boost so that my exploration's easier.
Yeah, agility, repel, both would be preferred here. We got Seawolf getting another 14 strength, 4 agility, 2 hit points, 3 magic, and hurt and repel.
There you go. That could be one of the kind of the keys, one of the clues to, as soon as I run out of MP this time, it's time to run.
So yeah, they're almost decked out here. The only spell left is Return, but it does look like Archfield has decided he wants to at least try and grind out at least one more level before pushing back out. All right, so we got we got Seawolf up here, continue to take on pretty much everything he sees, and ooh, Archfield not getting lucky with that green dragon, gets back attacked again, gets sent home. Should hopefully get that level momentarily though. I think the runners are probably looking for some more HP and MP, which are definitely lagging at this point.
Absolutely. Need MP just so we can continue to hurt more terrain. And just a little more HP will mean you can survive these Charlock level enemies, because 2 hurt more will take down just about any of them.
Exactly. So we got Seawolf picking off a couple poltergeists here. Rocking 2 MP or 2 HP left. Last hurt more going, so he'll probably take a death warp after this. As Archfield does pick up his level 7.
Nicely timed. Seawolf only has to walk into 1 swamp, only had 2 HP. Straight back to the king. Sir, may I refill my MP? Why yes, thank you, kind knight, but try not to die again. Well, about that.
Archfield gets first action on the green dragon, mismenus a heal, and back to Tantagel he goes.
This king's gotta be confused. It's like, didn't I just send you out? How are you back already? It's like, well... Sir, the infrastructure of your kingdom. There are no towns around.
Very fair. We see Seawolf getting lucky against his green dragon, doesn't go down after the first swing, but lives through it, gets 5-12-0-5 for his efforts. Well, this is interesting. We're at level 8 here, and we see our runners have 36 hit points at level 8 and only 35 magic. But that agility is already into the orange at 64. I know there's some people in chat that would have loved to have seen 64 agility during their races.
Right? Jeez, we're already approaching, getting closer to Dragon Lord levels of agility. I think we could see Seawolf starting to break out of this desert soon enough to explore the rest of the world.
Yeah, the only problem, that hit points total is really detrimental to survival. They're going to take a lot of nasty deaths to these Charlock level enemies. They can still clearly be one shot, as we just saw over on the left there.
Yeah. At what agility level do we start repelling even the lowest of Charlock challengers?
Well, it's not just agility, it's based off your defense points total. So the lowest Charlock level enemy is the Wizard at 80 defense points. So as you can see on the right, Seawolf has 32 defense, so we're quite a ways away from repelling anything Charlock level.
Oh, got it, because no armor, no shield. Agility helps, but soon it's going to be time to get some gear.
Yep, as Seawolf is taking down another green dragon, and we're about to see what level 9 brings him, hoping for HP and MP, but we got 0, 2, 11, and 2 with the last spell of return.
I think both of our runners are going off of this same factor of this desert with green dragons is here now. I don't know what other zones exist in the world, but until I can find a town, this is my best grind zone. Might as well get up to level 9, level 10 now before I go exploring.
Yeah, it looks like both are kind of pushing a little bit to the west again here. Looks like Archfield's probably going to take a death warp here. Yep.
Because every time you have to use heal, that's MP that you don't have available for hurt more, and thus to continue your XP growth.
Exactly, and so I think Seawolf's kind of just testing the waters out here, seeing what's out and around. With a 47 HP max now, he's most likely to not be one-shot by everything, but can still be one-shot by things such as this guy.
Let's see if the Armor Knight rolls low this time. Nope. Oh, it was close. 37 versus 33. Still enough to send Seawolf back home. Archfield's gonna try on the Armored Knight. Nope. 36 exactly. Yikes.
You hate to see it when you're the runner, but man, these Armor Knights are all over these runners right now. So I think that really reinforces why that HP total being as low as it is something that these runners are really considering in this early grind.
Indeed. Let's see here. 10. Stay and grind out level 10. It's not far away. Take like 5 more green dragons.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We see Archfield kind of pressing northeast at this point, so he's trying to get out here into the world. Runs into a wizard, has a decent chance to run away though, and it's only got hurt.
Hey, that'll be nice later to swing on wizard without much pain, hopefully.
Alright, so Seawolf goes along the coast and finds the southeast is a dead end, as Archfield goes up the same coast and finds the northeast is a dead end, so he's going to have to come back in a little bit west here and see if he can find anything. Star Wyvern could be a decent enemy.
Yeah, it looks like the zones of the game might just funnel our players through that realm of the AKs. So yeah, additional farming for HP, definitely on the docket.
Archfield pausing for a moment on this Goldman, was seriously contemplating taking it down. Opts to go ahead and run though.
Yeah, without a town in sight, and I think the MP is better spent on something that actually gives XP, as well as just healing for exploration.
Oh, Seawolf has no effect from his hurt more and gets taken down by the Green Dragon here. We got Archfield taking out a Green Dragon though, just shy of level 9. So both runners doing fairly well right now. We're getting some new exploration on Archfield's side.
Bridges, bridges, and more bridges. Bridges to nowhere. Oh, we have our first town hiding here in the swamp by the river. Oh, this may not take the Axe Knight down. Boom! Back to the castle you go.
Yeah, gets a low roll on the Axe Knight with his hurt more. That range doing 58 to 65, and just couldn't quite take it out. But he knows where that town is. We'll see if he makes a play back towards that area.
Yeah, and if that town is not Hawksness, as it always seems to be, Hawksness near the castle, that brings up the idea of the goldmen again, which are in the adjacent zone. Taking some of that gold from the goldmen, getting yourself maybe like half plate hand axe, something along that line of thinking to be prepared as we find. Hey, Garanham!
Yeah, Garanham's a really nice find here. You got a shop, you got armor and sword potential here. You got 3 chests in the back and a cave in the basement. So lots of options for him here. We'll see what they'll probably do a quick check on the shop down here in a moment. Not going to have any gold to buy anything with, as we see Seawolf also locating Garanham. We'll see if he can get in there as well.
Yeah, if this shop has any mid-game gear, I'm of the idea to come back outside, stand in those little desert tiles, and hurt more a couple goldmen. But if the Armored Knights are mixed in, that could get dicey.
Yeah, who would have guessed an Armor Knight would be up here? They're everywhere. But luckily, if this lands, Seawolf is going to take it out for that big 172 experience.
Nice. Hand axe, and I saw 1,000 gold, half plate.
I missed. Did he pick up anything?
No, he did not.
I know he was low on gold, so I wasn't sure if he grabbed anything or not.
The only cheap gear there was a club, I believe. But there's some cash. And a torch. And the fairy flute. Your favorite item, DK.
That's immediately when I'm messaging Cyberdark on Discord asking for my reroll.
And, ooh, mountain in the back of Garanham. We could have a gold grind set up here.
Well, the max chest we can get out of the 2 locations we're here is at 8, so we didn't see gold back at Tantegel. Yeah, no gold grinds option is available this seed.
Well, no, if we have outside. So we cast outside from the mountain, go back into Garenham, and open the chest there.
No, they stay. Since he hasn't touched the overworld, those chests are still gone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep. So we got Seawolf picking up his 3 items from the back, getting his disappointment flute. As Archfield is continuing around the basement here, finding some gold in chest 3 and an empty in chest 4.
Well, if he can get out of here alive, he does have enough gold for that half plate now. In a couple more kills, he'll even have the hand axe money.
Yeah, we'll see if they opt to go offense, or with having Hurtmore in play already, maybe pick up that half plate for some defense.
Absolutely, that's what would be on my mind. Oh, back attack Green Dragon. He survives 1 and gets away.
Yeah, that 66 agility really shining through. They have really good odds to run from most of these enemies now.
Currently, Mountain is a bus, but what's in the back? More cashola. Well, now you got somewhere to spend it.
Wow, 8 chests between them, and honestly, the only thing worth of note is the fairy flute, which, while I do have some hatred for it, it can be convenient if there is a golem on a spike tile somewhere.
I think the timing of the gold is actually very convenient. It gets you half plate and it gets you hand axe. Archfield did buy a club, so we'll see if he upgrades the hand axe or if he wants to take his money elsewhere. Maybe try and find a large shield.
Alright, so Seawolf gets a 1001 level, fantastic level 10.
Nicely done. Yeah, now with half plate, 51 defense, now we can put on the repel and hopefully get some exploration done into the center of this continent.
Yeah, the runners are a little more comfortable, although even at level 10, that HP MP is not going to get you super far. You're just going to run out of resources too quick.
Yep, thus the farm continues. Magic Wyverns go down to a single hurt more. So Seawolf is going to pick up the hand axe and the half plate. I like to call that the mid-game combo.
Yeah, he'll probably be pretty much set outside buying himself a shield at some point in the future before we come across the Erdrick's gear.
Yeah, unless like a golem or a red dragon is hiding Erdrick's armor and Hawksness, then our guys should be pretty good with half plate till we get to the later points of the seed. I say that right as Seawolf dies to an armored knight.
Yeah, that's the breaks of having that low HP still, but still, you know, both runners are doing well here so far. We got Archfield with slight advantage on exploration here, getting really close to catching up to Seawolf at level 10, and as we know, level 10 is nothing as a new town pops up, and it is Keyville.
Welcome to the town of Remoldar. Please don't mind all of our locked doors as we give you the keys to open them. They're running a racket. I figured that out. Death necklace in the back of the inn of Remoldar. They should have more locked doors, and then they would sell even more keys.
Yeah, but they're really cheap keys. You know, it's such a great value. So it's a great value. So we got a death necklace here.
I said currently this is not a death necklace seed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to mention. I think that death necklace is about as far away as the runners could possibly think, but we do have a large shield in the rim shop here as Archfield upgrades to a copper sword as well.
There we go. Would you be the kind, I mean, I know the seed could give you plus 50 HP out of nowhere. Would you be the kind to sell the death necklace early, right then and there, to get that broadsword?
Absolutely not. The only way I'm possibly selling the death necklace early is if it's a super low strength seed with no other way out. Like I can't even buy fairy waters. I can't get out with torches. and that's going to get me some kind of go weaponry. That's about the only time. It's going to be a very rare scenario because otherwise you get into that later point and then boom, you got that giant gain on HP, but that strength is still lagging, and all you're thinking is, man, I really wish I had a death necklace.
Gotcha. Just checking in. There's Wraith Knights.
Yeah, and this particular one's going to get Archfield his fantastic level 10 level up here.
He's gonna love this. Oh, baby. 1 power, 1 MP.
Yeah, don't go spending all at one time. But we're seeing a little YDK, pathways back to the north here. Hasn't been paying off too much yet, but it seems to be opening back up now.
There's a lot of rivers on this particular map. And the wolves have sleep. I don't know if we've seen that yet, because they've always died to hurt more. Now we're actually trying to swing at them to save some MP.
Yeah, they got sleep. The good news for him is they're also damage broken at this point, so he's not taking much of any damage. As we see Seawolf finding another metal slime. The first one he saw ran away.
Keeps missing the coin flip, and the slime is out of here.
Yeah, I kept him hanging on, and a big loss of time at the end of the day there. So we'll see what happens. We got Archfield over here trying to take on that green dragon. Used heal more, but wasn't able to compensate for the amount of damage he was taking there.
Oh, back attack, AK, boom! Seawolf taking 35 right to the face, or the back, and heading back to the castle again.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty common occurrence still for a little bit. We got the first sighting of Sharlock on Archfield's side. He is way to the north at this point through a meandering path. Has found that. He's really looking for a town though. He's getting low on resources, and I guarantee he wants to top off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even though we saw that like northern ocean lake whatever near Tangential, I'm like, this could just be like the game sectioning itself out, because it looked like we were able to continue exploring to the north. So Sharlock somewhere up here in the far north, surrounded by all these mountains and rivers and metal scorpions and Drakemas. Well, this is an easy zone.
Yeah, we'll see if he can find anything helpful. We've got to be getting close to the top of the map based on my guess on how much he's ran. He's going to go ahead and use his last hurt more on this Magic Wyvern. Very good enemy to do so.
Yeah, really looking for like any of our key items. The only thing we have is that silver harp at the beginning to turn straight into the staff. Oh, we got a town. Welcome to... Oh, it's coal! Well, speaking of key items, we'll see what the search spot in coal has.
Cole coming at us with the Stones of Sunlight. I'm sure the runners would have preferred like some Erdrick's armor, especially with how much walking they're having to do right now. But Stone's still an item that we need, one of the 3 key items. So we got Archfield 2/3 of the way there to build the Rainbow Drop.
Oh my gosh, we missed this, DK. Seawolf got level 11 and got 21 power out of it. 21 power and an additional 7 agility as well. That HP is still low.
Yeah, HP, MP only a gain of 3 in each of those. But yeah, we're seeing green agility now. We're seeing orange strength. It's amazing. We'll see if that HP, MP decides it wants to catch up at any point here.
Cole takes out one of our search spot locations. I think we still only seen 1 cursed belt. I can't recall. We had the one at the beginning in the treasury, I believe.
Correct, yeah, we saw the 1 cursed belt so far, and Oob 37 with the raid. Welcome, Raiders, and joining us in the beginning parts of this matchup between ArchfieldMonk and theseawolf1. We had an early Hurtmore start here, so we are off to the races as far as leveling up, but the runners are having some troubles locating hit points and magic points.
Looks like Archfield content to use his Hurtmore and his copper sword with his lookout with his big strength to go ahead and grind out another level right here next to Cole. Can also use Cole to quickly heal back up again, so yeah, I like this play.
Absolutely, he knows that his HP MP stats are really holding him back. Saw an opportunity to get a quick few kills to get a level up here, and it's a very smart play. He's going to get the disappointing news about the HP MP not really going up, but he's going to get that fantastic news about the strength.
Meanwhile, Seawolf with another metal slime gets it down. 255 XP for the Seawolf. And another one. He might just stay here for a bit.
This zone is very heavy with metal slimes. We've seen him run into them quite frequently here. Not sure what else is in the zone, but yeah, if he can pick off a few of these, as we saw, Archfield just saw one in the zone he's at up there as well.
Oh, this is an additional cave we haven't seen before. Looking like grave. Radiant tells us it is Tablet Cave.
Alright, Tablet, completely free of enemies. Nice, simple walk down to one chest. We'll see if it pays off. Nice thing for him is they do have outside, so he'll be able to get out of here without having to walk back out.
That was the first time I've seen the walk in the bottom row. And now I'm questioning all the maps I've been using that have me walk in the center. Oh, another curse spell. Ooh, another search spot is on the docket.
Absolutely. No, that's definitely not a normal path, as we see Archfield person east and finds the town of Breckenary.
Well, at Motel 6, we'll leave the light on for you. So, let's see what monsters are around Breck. Maybe this is a place to stick around for a bit. I think he wants to fill up his MP is what he wants.
Yeah, when you only have 41 MP, you've only used a little bit, you definitely want to keep it topped off. You never know when that next town will show up.
And the only towns we are still looking for now would be Hawksness and Cantlin.
Yep, and both of those towns are very vital to determining which of the two remaining search spots are definitely
Another metal slime down. Seawolf is going to be extending his XP lead.
Yeah, that's very, very nice, and he's out of resources at this point though. That Magic Wyvern could have got him level 12, but he just has nothing left. As
what is this continent? Can you come here from the south? Because he wrapped his way all the way through the top around Charlotte to find both Hawksness and... is it Grave or is it Swamp? It is the Grave.
Yeah, there was no other path around here. I saw him confirm dead ends before, so that's a long walk as he's going to get across the 3 chests. We get an herb, we get the dragon scale, and lastly, some gold. We'll see if he opts to dive.
It took so long to get here, I figure you have to dive right now, and then if it's dead, you can go into Hawksness afterwards.
Well, he's definitely taking your advice. He is going to give this dive a shot here. We'll see what happens. I'll be honest, I'm kind of on the other side. I think I want to check that spike tile, although, man, it is really a really long walk to get back here.
Yeah, the spike tile would definitely interest me, both for the grinding potential and to just, search spots are required. But, let's see. Armor or sword could be back here. Level 12 just gave more of the giant gains. 13 in HP, an additional 11 in agility, and then, this one's important, 17 in MP.
Yeah, exactly. See, we finally found that first level that's really giving them what they were looking for. That HP MP of 13, 17 looking very, very nice. Going to give him a lot more mobility for sure. So we saw Archfield get the chest 4. It was only a set of wings. He does make it all the way to the basement and gets third curse belt.
All the spots are open tonight. We're gonna have to find Cantlin to get those coordinates. And Hawks has something required. Because we've already seen the fairy flute. So now you know you need both Hawks and you need Cantlin. And we've already dug out Mountain and Swamp. Something's in Charlock. If the armor's in Charlock, oh baby.
Well, not necessarily. We still have the Stones Cave, the freebie cave available.
Cave. Yeah.
But looks like we're gonna get a first check at this spike in Hawksness. What are we gonna have?
Red dragon. Blue dragon, his cousin, which you can kill with a couple Hurtmores.
This is going to be a really sketchy fight because that blue dragon can definitely cover over half the damage here, but throws out a
resisted. And now he doesn't have the MP for heal more, so he's just got a YOLO. Ooh.
Lands the hurt more, but not enough overall damage with that initial swing. Is going to send him back, and we know that's a pretty far ways out there, but at least he does know where it's at. Did have additional areas to explore over there as well, so Caitlyn could still be kind of hiding over in that direction.
Yep, I think we have Seawolf finding this wraparound path as well.
Yeah, he took a more southerly approach to it, which is how he came across the tablet cave earlier that we know Archfield has not seen yet.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, this is the wraparound to the large desert. If Seawolf goes north, he will find Charlock, and then find the Snake Way that leads to... Not Caitlyn. Leads to... shoot, what other town was there? Breck was there, Hawksness was there, Grave was there.
And Cole.
Cole! That's the one I was missing.
Yeah, it's pretty linear. I've been following along their mapping here, and it's a pretty linear path until you get down there near the Grave and Hawksness, so he should have no trouble coming across all of these, barring enemy encounters.
Which, that's reassuring to me as a runner, not having to search an expansive continent where you just miss going over one tile and you'll miss seeing a completely vital town. At least when it's linear, you know, ideally you're not going to miss anything.
Yeah, that definitely can help for sure. So we've got Archfield now coming across his tablet cave, going to find out about that third curse belt and know for certain that there is something below that blue dragon in the Hawk spot.
And I think knowing that for certain will get him back to Hawksness pretty quickly. He might still try to grind another level to get some more HP, but I think he'll do so in direction to Hawksness.
Yeah, agreed. So he's going to finish out this exploration down here. I don't know exactly how it went for Seawolf after he got past here. It has to be a lot of open area, though, because we know where almost all the locations are at this point.
Well, Seawolf gets to test himself as he finds a blue dragon out in the wild.
Yeah, near a cave that we have not seen yet.
It's gotta be swamp. One of the swamp sides, which... Do you think this continent has spawned a second one? Or this map has spawned a second continent? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough to say for sure. But yeah, we either have in the swamp or our Stones Cave with whatever free item of the day is left.
Oh yeah, we still gotta find that freebie. I don't want anything in the freebie cave. I want them to have to dig Charlock. Gets the kill on 9 HP. Nicely done by the Seawolf. For 180! I've always wanted to do that.
Very nice. I was going to ask you to do it too, so that's fantastic. So very, very good. So yeah, and he knows for certain now he can take on that blue dragon. Once he comes across Hawks, he's going to probably feel pretty empowered. That extra HP definitely making a much safer fight. Opting to just sleep and run from the golem.
It's quite interesting. I would give the exploration lead currently to Archfield. Seawolf didn't even want to go in that cave. I would give the exploration lead to Archfield, but obviously the XP lead is currently on Seawolf.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out where Seawolf went when he went up past Charlock, because somehow he hasn't come across any of those locations. There must have been another turn in that pathway that he took and opted to go down versus the path that leads you to Cole, Breck, Hawksness, and Grave.
I think he went west instead of east. Well, here's a wrap. I don't remember this large oh, I saw something. To the left, to the left, to the left. I saw Caitlyn. Never mind, it was not.
No, but it does open up into some more desert here. And he is exploring a ton of empty area. Hopefully it does pay off. There's going to be Caitlyn.
Having that Fairy's Flute on hand, playing DK's favorite tune, Seawolf was able to escape the golem.
Yeah, playing it very safe here. It's relatively a smart play. Just get yourself in there for sure. Don't take any unnecessary risk. He knows how long he just walked as well just to locate this place.
He walked one tile on this, like, what, 1 out of 32 or something on the playing style, immediately another golem.
Yeah, sometimes the golems will stalk you a little bit, so we'll see what he opts to do. He might take a look here at the item shops. He's got a little bit of gold on him. Surprisingly, opts to not pick up the large shield. I'm kind of surprised there.
Yeah, I feel that's a given. You're gonna need that large shield, and we've seen no instance of a gold grind being possible. So yeah, that one stumps me a bit.
Okay, so Apex in chat, Satan, Wolf, he thinks that Wolf got the shield and rim, so we might just have missed it and don't have it on the tracker. We'll take
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's all good.
So we'll see what happens. We've had Seawolf maintaining this decent enough experience lead for quite a while here. Both of them know a little something the other runner doesn't right now. We're about to find out what our coordinates are momentarily. But outside of that, exploration's going to be huge, and then deciding where they want to grind depending on what our swamp spike ends up being. Blue Dragons, you know, they're okay. They're not exactly everybody's favorite grind spot. We'll see who decides to do what, though.
Yeah, and DK, if these coordinates are particularly nasty on this linear style overworld where there's a lot of twists and turns, we haven't found swamp yet, either side of it. So if you have to rescue the girl to make this count, this could be very pivotal, whoever finds Swamp Cave first.
No, absolutely agreed. At this point, we're guaranteed it's something important. We know that for a fact. Both of these items that we're about to find are important. So we got chords of 101
That's
north,
bad!
84 west.
Can you reverse count that? That seems bad.
So basically, this is going to be in almost the entire full northwest corner. Based on how far south they were able to walk, how far over to the coast, we're going to be almost, if not the very northwest corner of the map.
I'm intrigued to see if anyone does this without rescuing the princess.
Yeah, this is, I mean, definitely doable reverse count, even if you just figure out, like, your east, west, or north-south. You don't need them both. It depends on if the runners are comfortable with doing that. With the map being 120 by 120, we can, you know, mathematically determine how far away you need to be from one of the particular coasts. It's just, you know, do you feel comfortable trying to figure that out? Alright, so we got Archfield over here in that same swampy area that we just saw Seawolf in not too long ago, running that dead end. He's going to be coming across Cantlin, barring any nasty enemies here in about 30 seconds.
Yep, and he does find Metal Slime again. Metal Slime really is what allowed Seawolf to get off to an early XP gain, and he's kind of held it. He's only 800 ahead, which won't be much once we get to in-game levels of grinding.
Yeah, this is all very, very, very close still, because at this point we're going to have Archfield catching up with Seawolf on exploration as he sees Cantlin now, where Archfield also has all of those additional town knowledges that Seawolf has not come across yet.
Agreed, and Archfield, having seen all 3 belts, knows he has to do those coordinates.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. We got 2 of the 3 items we're looking for guaranteed in the overworld. What's that third item going to be? And is it going to be in the Stones Cave, or is it going to be buried deep in Sherlock? And why is that going to be the armor?
I want it so bad to be the armor. I'm curious to see where Archfield goes from here, because I don't know how close this Cantlin is to Hawksness.
Based on what I'm kind of figured out, he would have to go back over north, back far to the east. Probably a 2 or 3 minute walk, depending on what enemies he runs into. But he is going to upgrade to a broadsword.
Well, we did get level 13 on Seawolf's side. Minor agility and HP games, but 24 MP.
Yeah, very nice. 24 MP. We see that instantly jumps him into the red, as he's got 10 plus heal mores at this point. So I'm going to give him a little more survivability, but he seems to really want to find these metal slimes.
He wants metal slimes. Is this a common strategy for Seawolf? I don't know how he plays.
You know, I'm not 100% certain myself. Metal slime grinds can be fickle right now because at 102 attack power, he's not guaranteed to do any damage. And they are definitely allowed to run away since they are scared.
They're scared of that big, beefy axe. I think maybe he just wanted a little more gold. He's heading to the armory. I think he wanted broadsword.
Yeah, it looks that way because this is where Archfield did pick up his broadsword as well. That's a nice pickup here.
And so good awareness by Seawolf. That broadsword will definitely help out on any future kills. Help him conserve some MP. Might even need it for the blue dragon at Hawksness.
So yeah, we'll see what Archfield opts to do here now that he's got this dead end over here. Is he going to start going back over towards where Hawks is? Maybe try and take on that blue dragon. That's going to be much more attainable now with that higher defense, that better weapon, or is he going to keep pushing, just looking for anything else?
Yeah, I do not know. Right now, we currently have Archfield sleeping a stone man. So if he's heading back east, I think he's trying to find his way back to Hawksness.
Yeah, it doesn't have much option at this point. We just got full confirmation of the dead end on his end as well over here. So he knows he can go no further this direction. Has already confirmed all these other dead ends, so he's going to have to start making his way back towards the rest of the world.
Yes,
wherever those caves are.
Yeah, and I don't think this connects directly to the Hawksness Coal Charlock area. You have to do the whole Windy Snake Way path again.
Exactly, yep. You have to do a whole wind through the swamp, back north, back east, and then it'll eventually get there. We got Seawolf pressing the exploration still here, finding a lot of open, empty lands here.
Yeah, Seawolf has got to find Charlock and find the windy path to Coal and over to Hawksness. Somehow he's instead found the far western side of the continent, or at least what appears to be the western side. It's hard to tell anymore with this map.
Yeah, this is going back north from where we were down there in Cantlin and pushing even further west on that side. So he's going to finally check this cave, which is more than likely going to be one of our swamps. We'll see which end.
South. And he might go ahead and check Spike Tile, given he's already walked inside. He has the outside spell. If he wanted to see on the other side, he could just cast outside. So, yeah, we're going to go see what is in Spike Tile Swamp.
Yeah, I think it's a smart play because I think he has already, come to the conclusion we need to pick up the princess. So let's see what it is. Maybe we can pick her up and save her. You can hit outside, do a quick check on the other side as well. Maybe look for that last cave location. Although for him, he's looking for 5 locations still.
Ooh, baby! Axe Knights on the Spike Tile. We have found our grind.
Yeah, the only problem here at this point is it's a fantastic grind. There's just nowhere to top off, and it's so far from everything.
It is definitely far away. We've located all of our towns, so we won't find a town on the other continents. What could we still... Freebie Cave. That's still missing. So we'll see if Seawolf is interested of seeing Swamp North, or if he just... Yeah, I think he's going to walk it out. And he's going to grind a bit first, is what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's just got to maintain at least 8 to be able to do return, unless he's hiding a pair of wings in his inventory. But yeah, from Seawolf's perspective, the other side of the swamp cave could have anything from the freebie cave to Sharlock area, you know, Breckenary, Cole, Hawks, Grave. He hasn't seen any of that yet, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. He still has missing gaps in his knowledge. So I definitely think once this grind session is reaching its end, he'll check Swamp North just to see if there's something within sight.
Yeah, I do like this play, though he's getting good usage of his resources here. Keeps using heal more. I'm not sure if that was a mistake there. Now he's gonna run.
We kept getting low, and he doesn't want to lose the girl. He'll have to get all the way back here.
Well, hopefully he has a set of wings. Otherwise, he's got a long walk with her because he does not have enough resources left. There's our.
Oh my goodness! What are you hiding, old man? Oh, we have to dig Sharlock for something.
Yep, we got guaranteed either Erdrick's sword or Erdrick's armor will be in Sharlock, 100% confirmed at this point. Which one do you think it's going to be?
Oh, I want the armor. I want the armor there badly.
I guess the good news is if armor does ultimately lay in there, they have a really close town near Sharlock to be able to top off. As we see, Archfield's going to come across the same cave. We'll see how he decides to go about handling this.
Yep, and the only thing on this continent is the Stones Cave. This is a tiny little island to the southwest of the map.
Wow, yeah, at least it was quick to confirm, but now Seawolf knows he's stranded out here. His arms are getting tired carrying this lady around. We'll see if he can get east and come across the rest of those locations and get topped off.
Yeah, and Archfield only has 8 MP, so he'll be able to, like, return out of here. But this does mean he won't be able to utilize the Spike Tile for a grind yet.
He is going to use the outside spell, so unless he has wings, he's also going to be kind of stuck. He did have wings, I think, there, and he's going to get his last piece of knowledge here.
Oh, nice. And now he knows for sure, I need Hawksness, I need Chords, but more importantly, I have to dive Charlock for something as well.
Exactly, so he had those wings. He's going to top off here. He's going to get her turned in, and we'll see which way he decides to go first. Is he going to go handle this coordinates business first, or is he going to make his way back to Hawksness?
Alright, take over for a bit, DK.
No worries at all. So he's getting trolled by the NPC here, who is blocking him from going up the stairs, but is going to successfully get her turned in. Since he used the wings, she will not steal anything out of his inventory. As Seawolf makes his way all the way back to Cantlin, going to finally be able to top off some stuff, and we should probably see a return out of him more than likely, and then he can decide which way he wants to go. Hopefully he has a general sense of the area of the map left, where all those other locations are needed for him. Alright, so Archfield got his princess dropped off. He is back out onto the overworld here. We'll see what he's going to do first. First thing first, though, he's going to kill this green dragon and pick up level 13, which we know comes with some very nice stats. And Seawolf does complete the top off, hits return, dropping off his Gwaelin, and will be shortly behind Archfield. I'm going to guess both are probably going to head towards the cords, especially with Seawolf not quite having an idea where the rest of those locations are at this point.
Alright, where are we at? Seawolf is back at the castle, hopefully having returned the princess.
Yep, both have dropped off their princess. Looks like Seawolf's going to pick up some keys first. Archfield's doing a straight diagonal as far northwest as possible. He's probably made it about halfway to where those coordinates will ultimately lie. I'm going to take a stop off in Rim first, though.
Yeah, Seawolf has not, found Grave or Hawksness still. So, that is going to be extra time that he's going to have to take, in addition to doing this large walk of the entire continent to check the coordinate spot.
Exactly, and as we're aware, all those locations he's missed is on the northeast portion of this continent, whereas these chords are completely on the northwest opposite side of the world. So it's not going to take him across any of those locations where we usually see chords maybe lead you down a path to an item you're missing or a town you're missing. That's not going to be the case for him in this one.
Well, I know each of them are cursing the shape of this map. Look, you can't even go northwest. This will help him find the wraparound to Sharlock. Look, you can't go straight northwest.
Yeah, he saw Sharlock and then cut a different direction and just never went back that direction because it all gets funneled through this little one opening here, and Sharlock's just past it, I believe.
Wow. Archfield's got a lookout. He does get the double hurt more on the Armored Knight and gets away. Can continue. They're both pretty much right on the same tile. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so there's the Sharlock view for him, and yeah, both when Seawolf came up here earlier, he did go west here, and that's what we saw, all of that emptiness outside of Cantlin. But Seawolf did, as well as Archfield, both confirmed that dead end where this item will ultimately be. Are we going to get either piece of Erdrick's gear here, or is it going to be our token? Yeah, and this is fantastic. Both are opting to do a check on Gwaelin almost simultaneously here, and both are going to get that item nearly simultaneously as well. They're very close, got to go about another 12 west and down a few.
I would never do this check without the item in hand. This is a deep coordinates, and we want the token to be here. It's the armor!
Wow, that's huge for both of them. Nearly simultaneous armor pickups. And now for Archfield, he knows exactly where he needs to go. For Seawolf, I think he has to have a general idea because I have watched him full clear nearly everything else on this map, and he already knows Drew Swamp does nothing, so he's going to be funneled to that same direction, just have to do a few extra checks.
Yeah, I think Seawolf, if he's mapped correctly, should have a giant gap along the northeast.
Yeah, we see Archfield, he is beelining it back towards Hawksness, which we know at this point has to have our token, so Sword will be in Sharlock, and we'll find out if it's in the $10,000 pyramid downstairs or at the judge's table.
True to that. I'll tell you some things we have not seen yet in this seed. We haven't seen no red dragons.
Yeah, the red dragons are kind of hiding right now, aren't they? Are they going to be hiding inside Sharlock? Will we maybe get blessed with a red dragon spike down in the basement? Or will they be certain not appearing in this film?
As we make... I love that. Great reference. As we make our run back to Hawksness, can you remind me how the Sharlock zones work, DK?
Yeah, so so there's 3 zones in Sharlock. So your top floor with the lit up area and the first basement are zone 1. Those next 3 basements are zone 2, and then the U floor, the straight floor, and then the lit up bottom are zone 3. So we can have any random amount of the enemies from Sharlock tier level, which is wizard and above, beyond there. You can have up to 5 in each. So yeah, we could have really easy Sharlocks, or we could have really, really difficult Sharlocks with like 40% red dragons and such in the zone.
Wow. And I think I read something like the first floor of Sharlock mirrors like the first floor of Grave or Mountain or something like that.
No, Sharlock doesn't mirror any of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
It's Mountain. So you have a few of those here. You have like Mountain 1. The top floor of Mountain is exactly the same as Swamp. You have Mountain 2, which is the top of Grave as well. So Mountain Basement 2 will be the top floor of Grave.
Got it. Alright, well, we got Archfield going in on the Blue Dragon of Hawksness. Healed a little bit. Resist the hurt more again!
Yeah, kind of surprised he didn't just swing through this. He's got okay attack power, a lot of MP for heal mores. Looks like that might be what he's going to opt to do.
Yeah, now with the improved strength and the broadsword in hand, I think he's comfortable just swinging away. And
as we can see here, look at that experience gap right now. It's tightening up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
About 500 apart.
Oh, 9 HP. You do not want to die here. It is such a long run back.
And while he's doing this, Seawolf continuing to not be able to locate these towns. He's finally heading back
Here's
to the direction he needs
Sharlock,
to go.
and this should lead him along the path.
And then we got over here we've got our confirmation of the token, which we knew it had to be because we full cleared everything at this point. So Seawolf's going to find all of his remaining locations here, be about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes behind once he's got to get in here, pick up his heart or his stones and complete the other checks. But he's going to be about 2 to 3 minutes behind Archfield as far as completing exploration. And we'll see who opts to do what as far as their grind goes.
Yes, I think it's definitely going to come down to choice of grind and obviously Charlock, because our runners are, like you said, probably within just 2 to 3 to 4 minutes of each other in terms of net time across the seed.
Yeah, and with the direction that Archfield's having to go here, he did go back to complete the exchange for the drop. It's hard to tell what he's going to do because they're all the same direction. He might opt to top off in Rim and walk around to the swamp. Or we have Hawksness much closer to a heel town, but you're fighting a blue dragon. So we'll see what happens.
Axe Knights are good, but they're far away and you can't replenish. The capability of replenishing is really what turns a grind from a good grind into a great grind. So I like the blue dragons of Hawksness.
Yeah, and I'd say if the runners had Erdrick's sword, it would be almost a no-brainer, but he seems to be stopping in this desert here. Must have saw some enemies that he liked here. It's not too far from Rim. We'll see what happens.
I'm always... the green dragon resists the hurt more. I never mind running a desert down, casting Repel, and only getting green dragons also. I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, especially like this desert outside of Green Dragons, I want to see if it has anything else, because like if it can be complemented with, an Axe Knight, an Armor Knight, just another enemy that gives good experience, it might be worth it.
Or even Star Wyvern.
But he didn't get anything but that one Green Dragon, so it looks like he's going to give up on that zone, and we'll see where he's heading. 2
HP for the Seawolf. He's not even in Hawksness yet. He just found this dragon in the desert. Yeah, blue dragons are a little scary right now. How close is he? 5,500. Oh, level 16 is still a chunk away.
But this is level 14 though.
Oh, okay.
01311. That HP is still just struggling. Gets him to 70. But our runners are looking for at least that nice number of 97 or higher to be a little safer. So we'll see what happens here.
Archfield is gone into the Axe Knight grind as the Seawolf is now challenging the Blue Dragon of Hawksness for his Erdrick's token.
Now, let me ask, and I might have missed this, did Seawolf ever dive all the way in Grave?
No.
So we'll see what he opts to do. Is he going to check bottom of Grave for that sword, or is he going to take the 7 and 9 chance that it's going to be at the Castle of Sharlock?
Well, if there's how many chests in Sharlock?
7.
Versus how many in Grave?
2.
I play the odds. I play the odds so hard. I don't even think... No, there's 2 in the bottom of Grave. I don't think Seawolf saw even the top of Grave. I don't think he's found Grave. Grave is here.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Grave is here. Is he going to do the full dive? You nailed it. So yeah, he's got 5 chests to look. He definitely will clear the top.
Since it's here, he's going to at least do the top.
No, absolutely. You absolutely nailed it. I forgot that it was right next to here. So yeah, he's got a little bit of loss of time here while we see Archfield did opt to go back to the Swamp Cave to blow up a bunch of these Axe Knights. We'll see how Archfield handles it once he runs out of resources. Is he going to take a Death Warp? Is he going to walk all the way back to Rim and top off, or opt for something else?
Well, we will see Archfield take the XP lead as a result of this. Seawolf can only hope that he can continue some of his grind while going through the Grave. And this will, now I'd say I put Archfield at least 5 minutes ahead. Arch has full cleared the grave earlier in the seed.
Yeah, it depends. With Repel and a defensive 82, Seawolf's going to have a fairly quick, uneventful walk downstairs here. So he'll be able to clear these last 2 checks relatively quickly. I don't recall anything scary being down here, so I don't think he's going to run into much of any encounters.
Yeah, but every 10 seconds is another one. I don't know the exact numbers, so I'll just say 140. Let's see how close I am. 130. That's pretty close. Another 130 XP Archfield's going to get in the lead, and now it's pretty much down to a grind game. It's going to be who can get the key level first, and then who's going to have the better char luck.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun finish here because wow, is that HP gonna all of a sudden take off here? Remember, I guessed level 18 earlier. I'm not feeling very comfortable with my 18 guess. I think it's gonna happen sooner than that now.
I mean, we could keep getting zeros. We could keep just getting like 5s. That HP is gonna have to shoot up at some point because we're strength HP build, and we really haven't seen it do. We've seen a couple of anywhere double-digit HP gains, but not much.
Exactly. So we got Archfield finally running out of resources here. Unfortunately, completely out of resources, so he's going to be seeing all of the enemies because he cannot repel. We'll see where he's opting to go here.
Does he have money to go back? Okay, he's got money to go back home. So now, the only reason to stay on this side of the continent would be to go ahead and go into Charlock.
He might be swinging around the Cole. Cole might actually be a little closer to that Swamp North location to top off.
Huh. Okay.
And Brian
There's the
Williams
return.
Yeah, Brian Williams in chat talking about the Death Warp might be faster somehow, and that's what I was trying to calculate as well. It is a really long walk up to here, but with no repel, he's taking some terrible encounters right now.
Oh, you were talking about Archfield. I'm like, what's Seawolf doing?
Yeah, Archfield and how he's going to continue his grind here. So Seawolf's going to pick up his rainbow here momentarily, and we'll see how he opts to do his grind.
Yeah, I was confused why Seawolf was still walking. I'm like, you've done grave, you got everything, you know that you have to dig Charlock. Why are you still in this corner of the continent? And then, as I said that, he cast Return.
All right, Arch is topped off in the town of Cole. Is heading right back over. Oh, he's
I like this. I like going ahead and grinding in Charlock since you know you have to dig it anyway. Even if you're spending MP on your way down, who cares? Learn what enemies are here, plan ahead, and as a result, grind as you're going through. And here we go, our first instance of the Fun Police. With DL2 breath. Oh, I regret everything I just said. And stop spell.
Stop spell though. Stop spell's hype. We'll see which of these wants to show up more.
Yep, stop spell, but we are completely immune to stop spell with Erdrick's armor. Gosh, imagine if it was in the bottom of Charlock and they had stop spell here. That would be a nightmare. Reds and blues.
Yeah, he's immediately trying to get out of here, and right now he's in no man's land, because on this top floor of Charlock, you can't hit outside to get out of Charlock. You would either have to go down to the first basement, or just manually walk out. So he is kind of in no man's land. We'll see if he can make it back out of here. But, wow. Yeah, we didn't see just but the one DL2 there. We saw 2 stop spells, so it's really hard to peg exactly what they're going to have. We'll definitely want to see a few more of those before getting a good determination.
Well, we can find out. Let's see if our tracker can toss us up the full stats for the Red Dragons to see how bad this Charlock's going to be. Seawolf is thinking the same thing. He wants to go take a look, Charlock, grind, get my way down, find a sword. Sure. 50% stop spell versus DL2. Yeah, we're not going to be in the castle for a bit.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, Seawolf decided to go with the same option here and go inside. Finds a much nicer Star Wyvern with stop spell. Archfield's like, absolutely not, I'm done. Although with that agility, you know, he's nearly a coin flip to run from reds. I don't know. We'll see what ends up working out here. Me personally, I do not like jumping into Charlock here at all.
No.
You have a grind. Go do your grind and get your levels because you need HP at this point.
I mean, I would have done it until I saw those reds and saw what they had. And then after that, I'm like, nope. But if Seawolf doesn't see the reds, he might continue, and might continue falling behind in the XP game. As Archfield successfully kills a golem for a solid 350 experience and level 15, 3, 1, 16, not bad, 8 magic.
Very nice, yeah. 16 getting them definitely in that area. So this is that same desert he was at with the green dragon earlier. It does have Golem, which has a high stop spell. Oh, there we go.
Apparently it also has deal too.
Yeah, the good news is that stop spell is going to try and fire first, and stop spell at 75%, that's going to be very frequent. So he's just not getting good encounter rates in here for whatever reason. He's looking for at least 40% of the zone right now and just cannot get them to show up.
Yeah, I think he's actually found a different zone now and walking over to the side, because now we have Green Dragon where we weren't seeing them previously. Archfield really only wants that golem, so it might take a while if he decides to do a desert grind.
Yeah, and man, the golem is a nice 350. It's going to go down relatively easy. You might get that occasional DL2, but it's not going to be a big issue. The problem is just the encounter rate, where back up here at Swamp, which is where he's heading, he's getting an Axe Knight every other walk.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time in the seed where Archfield has taken the level lead.
Yeah, he was behind from the get-go, and well, now I'm kind of curious where he's walking. He might have another zone in mind, or forgot where the swamp cave was.
Do you mark your zones where you find certain enemies, considering if all the spike tile grinds are terrible, you want to be somewhere for your end game?
Yeah, when I'm smart, I do mark it down. Other times I'm like, I remember there was a zone, and I didn't mark it down and have no idea where it's at. So it depends on which version of DK you're getting that day.
Nice. Yeah, I usually keep... Usually it's only one zone that I remember. It's like, this had an enemy. I'll remember this for my end game if I want to grind this later. But we got Archfield back in Swamp. Gonna go back to the Axe Knight grind. We're gonna see what level 16 gives us instead. But not a lot of MP. Coming in here are not a lot of MP. He won't be able to stay here long.
And that's exactly what I was going to mention. He's back up here. He only had the 30 MP, so he's not going to be here very long before he has to go back out and top off. And as we've seen, this is really, really far away. Yeah,
still don't know what Seawolf is looking for. Where is he looking for his grind? Certainly not back in Sharlock.
No, he after he left Sharlock, he opted to walk all the way back around the rim and top off instead of Cole. Maybe he didn't realize how tight Cole was to the side there, because he meandered north first before heading east.
Got it.
I don't know. He might be going to Swamp. We'll see which way he goes.
Well, if he keeps his MP high, he might be able to make up some ground on Archfield, who's going to be having to end his grind very soon.
Yeah, this is still a super tight race. Very, very close. Archfield's heading back out to go do his little bit of business, as Seawolf is kind of heading towards that direction now.
Swamp, yep, here we go. Swamp is directly west of Sharlock. So, Seawolf currently has 11 Hurtmores in the tank, but you're going to need some of that for Healmore MP. We'll see how effective he can be against these Axe Knights.
Exactly. And we got Archfield rocking about a 1,300 experience point lead right now, give or take a little, and we're going to see a little of that cut here momentarily.
Let's see, where is Archfield deciding to... Going back to Cole. I like it. I think Cole's shorter.
Oh, definitely. After we just watched Seawolf, especially, just walk back from Rim. This is it's not as short as you would think it is, but it is definitely a couple screens closer than Rim was with that little meandering path across those bridges.
Yeah, Archfield has had slightly better encounter luck getting back to Cole this time. Level 15 for Seawolf, already closing the gap. 1,000 away.
Yeah, the bad news for Seawolf is he's not going to have the resources to get to 16 either. And by that point, Archfield's going to either have gotten back on the grind there or picked a different location to be getting towards 17 or 16. And 16 might very well be to go right now. With our attack power where it's at, our agility is fantastic. MP is decent enough. Just a little boost in that HP is going to get him into go stats.
Yeah, I agree. Attack power 110 without Erdrick Sword. How much attack power are we going to be looking at when we pick up the big stick?
Well, we don't have the Fighter's Ring, so that's something they could also find in Sherlock. So we're going to add 40 to the strength, so we'll be at 130 attack power with just Erdrick Sword. If they manage to find the Fighter's Ring next door to it, 132.
Yeah, that's like Butter Zone. I say you go to the treasury, open them all, get Green Gain Sword, and go to town.
All right, so yeah, we got Archfield heading right back over towards that Axe Knight, learning from the last mistake.
Seawolf wanted to return. Oh, I'm glad he was short of MP. Unless he mismenued, that would have been terrible to go back to Castle from here.
Yeah, he walked outside purposefully up the north to hit the return. He definitely wanted to go back for some reason.
Okay, I think he was just trying to get the rappel so he could walk through the cave. So this will save him a little bit of time, be able to rappel walk back to Cole, where Archfield kind of walked it all the way.
Yeah, it's going to run out probably a little bit short of there. It is a little bit of a haul here, but especially using it from all the way through the cave. But it looks like he might make it all the way back. So we've got a guaranteed level 16 coming, barring Catastrophe on Archfield's side here, and another 6 Axe Knights.
And this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking for that HP stat. We need at least 10 to 11 HP to get this done. And ideally, you want triple digits.
Yeah, exactly. And we're really close to a 13th heal more, so just a nominal +3 and MP would help out tremendously as well. So anything else will just be gravy. That HP is definitely what we want.
I've done a kill on 96 HP. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you're watching every attack by the Dragon Lord and really having to take into consideration how impactful that's going to be against you here. So we've got 2 more Axe Knights. We're going to see level 16, and we'll see if that's going to be enough or if we're going to be going on to 17.
I even learned the hard way that Death Necklace at like 127 to get down to 94 HP is not the right decision.
Sometimes it isn't, sometimes it is. It's all situational. Here is level 16. We got 2.
Two. Hey! That'll do it.
Oh, that's fantastic. He got a +10 in that MP on top of that HP, so he's up to 13, just shy of 14 heal mores at this point. Lots of wiggle room. 91 agility is fantastic. It's going to come down to, as you mentioned before, Sherlock and those red dragons.
Yeah, 19 HP added to ArchfieldMonk's total. Go heal up and restore in Cole, and then the walk begins through the depths of Sherlock Castle. Now, DK, are you a check the judges table first kind of guy, or are you playing the odds and going down to the bottom?
Absolutely. In this case, you absolutely don't. You play the odds. Now, if you want to maybe get lucky, we've seen a couple people get lucky checking the judges table first, and boom, there's an armor, or boom, there's the sword that you're looking for. About the only time I would ever do that is if we're looking for more than one item, say both pieces of Erdrick's Gears and Sherlock. I might go ahead and stop by judges on the way down.
Well, as we get to the bottom floor, you, being so experienced with the pyramid game, can offer the choices to our audience.
Yeah, let's go ahead and, we're going to see it here momentarily anyway. Let's go ahead and get some guesses out in chat here. Where do you think that sword's going to be? Is it going to be in the pyramid, which is 50, 100, 150 across the bottom, 250 across the middle, or the top left at 300? Or else, is it going to be at that judges table?
I'll put it in 100. I think it's bottom mid. It's been so long since I've seen like $100,000 pyramid.
Oh yeah, so it's the bottom 3 is 50, 100, 150 across left to right. Then you have 200 and 250 for those middle chests, and then 300 just sitting up there by its lonesome.
I actually had to like read Furon's description of how the guessing game works. Because when I see this kind of game, I think of like the chess game that they play in Link to the Past. And I'm like, judges table? Why do they call it the judges table? And only when I saw the pyramid game, it all made sense to me. I'm like, oh, game show stuff again. I'm good with this. I love game shows.
I love it. So we got Archfield in. We've got him about 3 to 4 minutes ahead of Seawolf here, depending on what Seawolf needs to pick up here. He is going to get his level here momentarily, and then we'll see what happens. We are definitely down to that Char luck, as mentioned though. At this point, we're within a dive of each other.
All right, at 85 or DP or 91 agility, I think it's agility that matters for running. What is Archfield's chances from running from those red dragons?
Yeah, so a red dragon would have 90. So at 90, you're 50-50. So we are greater than 50-50 to run from everything at this point.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Level 16 for the Seawolf. Archfield entered Charlock at 117. Seawolf roughly 2 minutes behind on the level acquisition. Probably looking 3 minutes total for him to get into Charlock.
Yeah, he needs to throw a repel up here. There he goes. Get rid of these encounters and get back over the coal. But we've seen a fairly decent run so far. We got this red dragon here, but he's throwing stop spell.
Yeah. In your opinion, given the current stats available, do you think there's any difficulty in securing this kill?
No, I'll as long as he doesn't lose resources, which he's highly likely to keep everything, just because he is a big favorite to run from everything, and that red dragon is kind of a pushover. You know, we're looking at what 132. If he finds the fighter's ring, 134. So you know we might be in that 8 to 17 range there. We've got 12 heal mores. We're in that 12 to 13 damage range. So as he's got all the resources, I'd say he's a slam dunk.
Awesome stuff. Seawolf now back into Cole for his heal and restoration for the final run into Charlock Castle, just as Archfield searches the stairs and finds nothing and enters the bottom floor. Get your guesses in chat for the pyramid chess game.
Yep, he's gonna come across here momentarily. We're gonna see what it is. I always go 250. Because if you open them in the order that at least I open it, it's always the last chest you hit. Just keeps running into some silly stuff. But so far, the bottom zone's looking pretty nice. The 150 chest has a fairy water. The 100 chest, another fairy water. And he's just going to go ahead and put one of those on.
I like it.
Got an herb in the bottom left. The $200 chest is your winner, folks.
Erdrick's sword found in the treasury for ArchfieldMonk, now at a total of 132 attack power. Does find the fighter's ring in the 250. There you go. That's what you were looking for, DK.
Yeah,
134 attack
134
power.
134 is going to be nice.
Let me do my math. We're looking at 8 to 17 to the Dragon Lord.
Absolutely. So yeah, he's in a really comfortable position as long as he can get through this spike tile. It's going to be an unknown. And if it's a red dragon that decides it wants to breathe a little bit, it could put him in a precarious situation.
I think he saved like 5 of his herbs, so as long as he can race that red dragon or whatever spike tile enemy is guarding the Dragon Lord's lair down, then Archfield looks like he's in good shape. He's hitting a lot of encounters, and Seawolf is running him down.
Now, I'm trying to think about this from Seawolf's perspective. Does Seawolf feel that he's behind it all at this point? Or does he think he's explored well enough to be in a good spot? He's seeing all these nasty red dragons here. He's about to find out they're in zone 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm not Seawolf, but if you ask me, I know how long it took me to locate that wraparound to Cole, Hawksness, and Grave. I would be feeling behind.
If you're feeling behind, do you try and take a you take the math out of your brain and try and take a chance on something like Judge's Table versus diving down, which is normally the correct move?
I don't think so. I still play odds first, just because I don't want to lose any more time.
No, that's a very fair, very, very fair. And Seawolf has seen about 17,000 red dragons so far. That's 3, and he's not even halfway through this diamond floor yet.
gracious alive. They are relentless as ArchfieldMonk, 63 HP, a little low, entering into the second phase. And gets back attacked.
Still very, very comfortable here. He was up probably 2 heal mores in the clear, so that back attack not ideal, but still puts him in a good spot. Starts out with a 15.
Help us count, chat. Currently at 15. Seawolf's halfway there. He's not going to the judges' table. 29. We're still going to have a tight finish within, like we said previously, 3 minutes.
No, absolutely. This is extremely close.
I think I said 29. Now we're at 40.
You missed 13 in there as well. I think we're at 53.
Nice. Nice. Oh, I saw an 8. That's not what you want to see. So 61, 71. He's getting some low rolls.
He's just doing it for chat. He's making it a little suspenseful. We'll see some big rolls here in a minute.
81? I don't know. There's a big one.
Yeah, while that's going on, Seawolf does go in here, gets his Erdrick sword, does not pick up that fighter's ring and runs right back out of there. Must not have given it a thought.
Yeah, I don't think that will matter, but every point could mean something. Archfield continuing. Alright, those big rolls near the end, I think he's going to be shoot in to win now. Last heal more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, there it is. I didn't count, but I was on the edge of my seat. On the last swing, ArchfieldMonk downs the Dragon Lord, returns to the castle. Get your GGs in chat for Archfield. Still undefeated in the Druin group, going 5-0. Thank you a lot, Fairy Water. Finishing with an official time of 1:25:42. ArchfieldMonk survives the race.
Yeah, what a fantastic finish. And those load rolls really did put that down to the wire, especially with that back attack caused him that heal more right out of the gate as well. I think he was still fairly comfortable there, covering that range. We'll let Seawolf get through here, and then we'll take a look afterwards and see what this Dragon Lord ended up hitting.
Yep. Sea Lord rolls 16 on the first time. He got back attack, but he had more HP coming out of phase 1. $27. Still, what a great race. There were multiple times where it was kind of XP versus exploration advantage, and we definitely saw the exploration advantage of ArchfieldMonk carry him through the middle part of this particular seed.
Yeah, I'd say for sure the exploration luck really paid off big time for Archfield on the tail end. Finding that northeast before he went the other direction saved him a lot of walking around that Seawolf had to kind of filter out all those other dead ends first.
I'm hearing in chat that Seawolf had to burn a heal more, or just burn some MP, so he's one less heal more going into this. And without the fighter's ring, I think he can only max out at 16 damage. He's at 8 to 16 instead of 8 to 17.
Correct, yep. He's 8 to 16 range. I think each point of damage does approximately 0.375 if I remember, so about 0.75 on average less than his competitor was.
Tell you one thing, Seawolf has had a lot better damage rolls, so I think he's pretty easy in to win this. Also, if we think about it, Seawolf did not have wings when he went over to the second continent and had to walk back with the princess in hand. Archfield, having wings, was able to go right back to the castle. That 3 to 5 minute walk is another big factor into the lead that started to open up.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge issue for sure. It was just because Swamp was so far away from everything. At the time, he didn't know Cole existed, so he walked all the way back down the rim to top off. But look at that. Get those GGs out in chat. Seawolf's going to finish this one up as well. We'll get his official time here momentarily.
The Dragon Lord slain, the princess saved, the sword recovered from the bowels of the castle. After Seawolf answers, "But thou must," he will be finishing with an official time of 1:28:47, less than just over 3 minutes behind Archfield. Get your GGs in chat for the theseawolf1.
And check out the Dragon Lord 2 stats. Max HP 165 Dragon Lord battle.
Holy cow.
All right, with that, Dean, we have today's winner.
Nope.
Oh, no, we don't. We have Seawolf. It's just the faster to get in here. Oh, my God. Seawolf. Oh, no, we
Claim
don't.
the victory.
GG's
Claim the
nonetheless.
victory.
Faster
I'm
to
not
get in
that
here.
fast.
Oh, my God.
No.
Seawolf, how do you
Claim
feel
the
about the
victory.
CG's
Claim the
nonetheless?
victory.
Oh, I knew it was
You're here
a
first.
infantry seed. Level 1 hurt more is always nice, but no hit points to use it on. I was just constantly terrified of Dragon Breath. I was waiting for something to have DL2 and just murder me constantly. It didn't really happen until the end, so that was good. But yeah, we had such power and such ability, and we were just so soft the whole race.
Reminded me like a lot of my seeds. Glass cannons all the way through.
There's the winner.
There we go. Yeah, GG's ArchfieldMonk. How did you feel about this seed?
I don't know. I don't know really. The map was pretty weird. It was one of those early hurt more seeds where you don't have any resources. As it stretched on, I was not feeling great about it. Not my favorite kind of seed.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah. Go ahead.
We were remarking multiple times. That's one of the windiest maps I'm new here, but that was one of the windiest maps I've ever seen.
It was super windy, but it was kind of like one direction forced. Right ended up pretty fast, south ended up pretty fast, dead ends. There's a lot of north, east, then back to the west. But like you were kind of forced to go that way. It was windy.
Oh yes.
But there was no like, obviously Swamp Cave led to like a 4x4 sand pit, nothing there. But yeah, no, like you were forced to, you were kind of dragged along. You couldn't go too many directions. A lot of winding turns, but like it wasn't like loops that got you lost, confused. It was very much, I don't know. It didn't feel. I didn't feel. I feel I was lost.
No, not a lost kind of map, but like linear snake routes to get everywhere, where the places of interest, except for like the turning caves near the beginning, were all on the far corners.
Yeah, expansive. It was very expansive. Actually, a little bit less so than I ended up thinking because I made some wrong decisions in the end game there because I thought it was further back and forth from Swamp Cave to Cole than it actually turned out to be.
Yeah, that's when the one repel. So you just catch repel and walk out. My infinite genius cast it outside the first time. Like, I'll go outside and walk that way, and then just, oh yeah, right, north side. So, yeah. Oh, it was interesting seed. Again, 2 grinds. The blue dragon was rough because you were so soft, you were so squishy, and you only had like broad axe or hand axe, but you weren't really strong. Or the axe knight, which is a little ways away, but not too bad to get to.
So yeah, I would say 2 things happened in this seed overall that differentiated you both. Archfield definitely pushed a little more exploration early, but once you guys made that little windy path up to where Charlock was, and you had the east-west option, initially Archfield went east and came across Cole, Breckenary, Hawksness, Grave, had all that knowledge. Where the first time you went up there, Seawolf, you kind of went west and found where that swamp cave was, and eventually Cantlin as well. And kind of cleared all of that first before making it back up northeast.
Yeah, both pathings ended up pretty well. I was like 2 minutes behind, so I kind of had a feeling that from what I saw in the grave being empty and all that other fun stuff, I was like, yeah, I'd probably explore all this first and second. And didn't have the armor till late, so obviously I was doing a lot of healing and walking with the swamps there. But I definitely felt like if I didn't see that done yet when I was walking through this castle. I'm either a minute behind or a minute ahead. It's nothing wild because this map kind of forced your hand in a certain direction.
Yep.
So, question for you both: how did you feel when you saw those ridiculously far away coordinates of 101 north, 84 west?
Well, my first thought was, I guess I'd better find Swamp Cave because I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, the first thought was I grabbed my my Gwaelin's not there and just hopped on the app there to find the closest state site to find my princesses. Because once that happened, I saw the winding turns and twists. I'm like, you're not counting this. There's no way. Once we started the castle in the corner, it was very obvious we were in the southwest or southeast corner because I found the east border like immediately and the south border very quick. So it was like either going to be close coordinates, not bad, because you're right in this corner and you can't miss it, or obnoxious coordinates, and it's going to be literally the other side of the world.
Very good. And this was where we had the other difference that I think ultimately is the easiest one for us to identify as a difference in the time is you both rescued the princess fairly close to each other, but after completing the rescue, Archfield was able to go outside and hit return where you were out of resources, Seawolf, and had to do a long walk to go top off first prior to that.
Yeah, I mismenued that last fight. I forgot I got one more for the road, and I mismenued for heal more by accident instead of hurt more, which burned the last of my MP that I had planned to outside and return. So I did that to myself.
Oh no.
It happens.
Yeah, I was pretty thin too. I think the only reason I even bothered was because I think
You had a wing.
I had a hurt more in the tank and an outside in the tank, and then I had the wings in my inventory. And so when I hit the outside, I saw a stones cave, and I was like, oh well, I guess I'll do this real quick.
Yeah, that last fight I had before I all went haywire, the knight dodged 2 hurt mores, so
We
Oh, no.
saw that.
you soaked 2 hurt mores. Then I hit heal more by accident, so I went through 16 MP in a fight or 18 MP in a fight. I thought I'd go through 5, so that was a problem. And then I returned by accident instead of again I hit return for some reason like an idiot and thinking I was go outside real fast and do that, and like, oh no, that took me to the top side. So at least worst case I could walk back around, and I ended up having to walk through the cave again and repel myself all the way back to Cantlin to get some kind of resources, so I didn't die on the way back to Tangel. So yeah, oops.
Yeah, it happens. I think we all make good mistakes like that as well. And the sad thing was at the time you didn't know Cole wasn't too far away to the northeast. You hadn't gotten up in that area, so you did make that long walk all the way over to Cantlin first.
Actually, with the princess the first time, I think I got out of the fight. I ran away, and then I remember now. My thought process was I cast outside, knowing like I'm hoping there's a town right outside this cave, because I've seen a lot of the world, and only seen like 2 or 3 towns. So I'm hoping there's a town right by this cave, and if I can find something to sleep at an inn, go back home. And then all this with the was there the freebie cave was there? What cave was there?
That's the only thing that was there on that tiny little island.
Yeah, so I rolled the dice on the outside spell to save time, because I couldn't promise. I didn't have enough for a return anyway, so I'm like, well, I can't return anyway. So let me try and save 10 seconds by casting outside here, and yeah, just didn't work out.
Well, it was a very well fought race between the two of you. We enjoyed all the back and forths that were occurring. Seawolf had the experience and level gain through most of the seed, just by like 1 level, while Archfield gained all that exploration advantage. So it's the classic duel of XP versus Explo, and we enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I ran into a lot of metal slimes. Took a lot of time. Like my Turlock dive was super grindy, and my metal slime. I had like some metal slimes. I couldn't run from them because they're metal slimes. So I was trying to just go swat them until they walked away. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, sometimes you're just like, please leave. I don't actually want you around here. Would you go?
Yeah, 10 levels ago, it'd been nice to see you. Like, oh, metal slime, nice to see you. Now it's like, no, man, just leave me alone. I'm trying to walk to the town.
Yeah, those metal slimes were kind of funny. We saw you run into a bunch there, Seawolf. And then lastly, when you guys got into Sharlock, you had the fun police show up with some fun abilities. Any thoughts on them?
That was the worst. I was like, as long as I don't find... Basically, I walked in Sharlock, I need to find a sword. As long as I don't have... I haven't seen red dragons yet. As long as they're here and they don't have dragon breath or sleep, I'll be okay. And the first 5 star. I ran like 6 star wyverns in a row. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I can deal with that nonsense. And then right before the secret staircase, red dragon shows up. Okay, cool. Swing, big breath. I'm like, that's exactly what I couldn't see, because I actually didn't have the health to survive that kind of fight.
Yeah, it was exactly like that. I think on 15, I had kind of miscalculated in my end game, and I didn't realize that Swamp Cave was as close to Cole as it was. So I was doing a bunch of weird things. I'd seen golems that had stop spell, and I'm like, if I just sit in this zone, I can do it. And I got like 1.
Yeah, there were. I saw 2 or 3. I never saw.
That was a terrible idea.
I'm trying to think. I saw 2 or 3 in the map, and I was running out of gas. So I was fluting and running. I never really fought them. I saw one on my last trip to Cole. I saw one that showed up and ambushed me and cast stop spell, and I just kind of slapped myself on the forehead and just kept walking.
Yeah, and then I tried. I thought, well, I'll try Charlock because it's much closer to Cole. It shortens the refill distance and might actually come out ahead. And I got inside. First combat was a red dragon. I'm pretty sure it breathed first turn, but then it showed the stop spell. So I'm just like, this is probably okay. I'm not too worried about it.
Now it's funny because I didn't see stop spell till the second time around. The first round I fought for like 8 rounds of combat. And it was bite, breath, bite, breath, bite. Then I was like, this thing's a terror. And I came back next time. It's like, stop spell. Yeah. I'm like, really? Now?
Yeah, but they were totally unfightable because before go mode, we didn't have enough HP to do it. It just wasn't feasible.
Yeah, we went from like 76 max to like 94 and then up to like 101, I think, the next level. It was a huge jump at the end, but I was on an HP build too, so it was not coming until you got to the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red dragons have 50% for both stop spell and DL2. So it's like, all right, which side of the coin are you going to get each time?
Well, any final thoughts from either of you as you move into the rest of this tournament? Archfield, you're at 5-0. Seawolf, you've had some really close races. I've watched all 3 of them now. But moving to 0-3, any final thoughts from either?
No, not really. Just obviously, as my my race time profile tells you, I'm not here to win. I'm here to make the person who wins sweat. So obviously, I'm doing my job right. But no, I just enjoy playing the game. It's been fun ever since we started this, and commentary's fun. The show is fun, and yeah, the game. It's a randomizer. Enjoy it. Have fun. Winning's nice, but no, I'm here to have fun. So here we go.
Yeah, same boat. I just, I like playing the game. The fact that it's, in a tournament setting is actually kind of incidental. It's, the tournament's a lot of fun too. But, I like playing seeds. Get out there, do some racing. It's always good to race the Seawolf. So thanks for racing this morning. I appreciate it.
Sorry for the delay. I was I got hell up at work, and I was like, okay, this is a big deal. I can wait till go home, blah blah, no rush. And I hear a ping on my phone. I'm like, what's that ping? I'm like, race time room. Oh, oh no.
No problem. No problem. Thanks to all the crew too. I appreciate it. Cyberdark for the restream, and DK and Mal for calling this one, and Venicus on the tracking. Really appreciate all of your volunteering efforts.
Well, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank y'all for the entertainment and for such a good race.
Absolutely. Any final thoughts from you, Malchior?
I want more close races like this. And I like being behind the mic. Thank you, DK, for all your expert experience and advice throughout this. Really helped me through.
No worries at all. No, this was a blast. Great race, great commentary, good times from chat. So, well, for our restreamer CyberDark86, our tracker Venicus, along with my broadcast partner Malchior, I was DK9146. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming to you for the next 2 weeks in this group stage. Have a good day.
Have a good one, everyone.